Now the next short trick is based on motion under gravity. When we drop some object like this, when we drop some object, initial velocity, gravity, this object is falling down. So it is covering some displacement in the downward direction. So the equations of motion which we are going to use is S is equal to ut plus half at square, where S is displacement, u is initial velocity, a is the acceleration, t is the time taken. Now in motion under gravity, the acceleration is given as minus g. So S will be equal to ut minus half gt square. Now imagine some object is falling. Initial velocity is 0. Initial velocity is 0. So this equation will become S is equal to minus half gt square. So the question says it is dropped, the ball is dropped or stone is dropped. So when something is dropped, initial velocity is 0. So immediately you can use this formula, S is equal to minus half gt square. Now let's use this in some questions. So first question says a ball is dropped. Find ratio of distance covered in first second and next 2 seconds. What is the ratio of distance covered in first second and next 2 seconds? So how to solve this question using this short trick, S is equal to minus half gt square. So let's draw a diagram. Suppose the ball or the stone is dropped from this level. So the initial velocity will be 0 and it is covering a distance x in the first second. So let's call this point is A, this point is B. So it is going from A to B in first 1 second. It is covering a distance x. Next it is going from B to C in the next 2 seconds. Suppose it is covering a displacement of y downward or the distance y from B to C. A ball is dropped from A, so initial velocity at A is 0. So we will use this equation, S is equal to minus half gt square from A to B, because this equation is applicable only when u is 0. So for A u is 0, so A to B we will use S is equal to minus half gt square, and next we will use it again for A to C. For A to C, u is 0. So let's write for A to B and A to C. So for A to B, the displacement is minus x. So minus x is equal to minus half g t square, which is 1 square, and A to C, for A to C, the displacement is minus of x plus y, which is equal to minus half g into total time from A to C, which is 3 seconds. 1 plus 2, 3 seconds. So this is 3 square. So x is equal to g by 2 into 1 square and x plus y is equal to g by 2 into 3 square. So we have these two equations. Now we will divide x plus y by x plus y by x, which is equal to g by 2 into 3 square by g by 2 into 1 square. That will be equal to 9 by 1. Now we can solve like this: x by x, which is 1, plus y by x, which is equal to 9. So y by x is equal to 9 minus 1, which is 8. So x by y is equal to 1 by 8. This is our answer. The distance covered in the first second and the distance covered in the next 2 seconds, the ratio is 1 by 8 or 1:8.